So let's learn and enjoy mathematics. Our lesson is about solving quadratic equations by completing the square. What is quadratic equation? It is written in a standard form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where the value of a should not be equals to 0. How to make an equation a perfect square trinomial if the value of c it is missing? If the given ax squared plus or minus bx plus the blank. How to identify the value of c? We need to add the constant term to make it complete the square. So how to make this one a complete the square? So the formula for c, that is the quantity b divided by 2 square. So despite the value of b, it is positive or negative, the formula it is b divided by 2 square. So let us apply in example number 1. X squared plus 12x plus the blank. So the value of b, that is equal to 12. So 12 divided by 2, it is equal to 6. And then 6 times 6, the answer is equal to 36. So the value of c, that is equal to 36. How about if the given for the value of b, that is negative? So negative 8 divided by 2, that is equal to negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4, that is equal to 16. So the value of c, that is equal to 16. What if the given b, it is fraction, that is 3 over 5? The solutions are the same, so that is 3 over 5 divided by 2 square. It is equal to 3 over 5, copy the numerator, get the reciprocal of the denominator, 2 over 1, the reciprocal is 1 over 2. Multiply the numerator, that is 3, multiply the denominator, that is 10, 3 times 3 is 9, 10 times 10, the answer is equal to 100. So the value of c, that is equal to 9 over 100. What if the missing value in a standard form, that is b? How to make an equation a perfect square trinomial? If the given is ax squared plus the value of b is positive or the sign of the b it is negative. So let us see the formula for b. The formula for b, that is equal to 2 square root of c. While the formula for c, that is the quantity b over 2 square. So let us apply x squared plus the blank x plus 100. So the formula, that is 2 square root of c. So the value of c, that is equal to 100, and then the square root of 100, that is equal to 10. 10 times 2 or 2 times 10, that is equal to 20. So it means the value of b, that is equal to 20. If we want to try to divide it and multiply by itself, 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 times 10, the answer is equal to 100. What if the given value of b, it is negative? So the solutions are the same. So b, it is equal to 2 square root of c, and the c, that is equal to 49. And the square root of 49, that is equal to 7. 7 times 2, the value of b, that is equal to 14. So to make it a perfect square trinomial, that becomes x squared minus 14x plus 49 equals 0. Steps in solving a quadratic equation by completing the square. Step 1, place the constant term on the right side of the equation. Step 2, make perfect square trinomial. Step 3, factor the perfect square trinomial. Step 4, extract the square root from both sides. Step 5, equate the linear expressions to each of the two values. And the last step, solve each of the resulting linear equations. Let us try to solve the value of x using completing the square. In example number 1, x squared minus 8x minus 9 equals 0. Step 1, place the constant term on the right side. So negative 9 going to the right side, that becomes positive 9. So bring down x squared, bring down negative 8x equals 9. Step 2, make this equation a perfect square trinomial. So it means what could be the number to be added on both sides? So the solutions, b divided by 2 square. The value of b, that is equal to negative 8 divided by 2, that is equal to negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4, that is equal to 16. So we need to add 16 both sides. Step 3, factor the perfect square trinomial. So how to factor? We need to get the square root of x squared, that is x. Copy the sign of b, that is negative. Square root of 16 is 4. And then we need to write square, because this one is the square of binomial. Equals 9 plus 16, that is equal to 25. How about the step 4? Step 4, extract the square root from both sides. So it means square root of x minus 4 squared, it is equal to positive negative the square root of 25. So let us solve. Cancel 2 and then the radical sign, that is x minus 4. It is equal to positive negative the square root of 25, that is equal to 5. So x, it is equal to positive negative 5, negative 4 going to the right side, that becomes positive 4. So let us solve now. Let us equate the linear expressions to each of the two values. So the first value, that is 5 plus 4. And then the second value, that is negative 5 plus 4. So 5 plus 4, that is equal to 9. Negative 5 plus 4, subtract, copy the sign of the larger number, so that is negative 1. So the solutions are 9 and negative 1. So if we try to check if our answer is correct, so let us replace the value of x first by 9. So that becomes 9 squared minus 8 times 9 minus 9, it is equal to 0. 9 times 9, that is equal to 81. 8 times 9, that is equal to negative 72. Bring down negative 9. 81 minus 72 minus 9, that is equal to 0 equals 0. So it is equal. So it means x is correct. That is equal to 9. What if the value of x, that is equal to negative 1? So let us try. So negative 1 square minus 8. Replace x by negative 1 minus 9. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Negative 8 times negative 1 is positive 8. Bring down negative 9 equals 0. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 minus 9, the answer is equal to 0. As you can see, equal yung left and right. So it means the solutions are negative 1 and positive 9. How about example number 2? X squared plus 6x minus 7 equals 0. So we need to put the constant term on the right side. So it means bring down x squared, bring down 6x, and then equals negative 7 going to right, that is positive 7. Next, make this equation a perfect square trinomial. So it means what could be the number to be added on both sides? So let us see what could be the value of b. B, that is equal to 6. So 6 divided by 2 square. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then 3 times 3, that is equal to 9. So the number to be added on both sides, that is equal to 9. So step 3, let us factor now the perfect square trinomial. So let us get the square root of x squared is x. Copy the sign of b, that is positive. Square root of 9, that is equal to 3, and then square. 7 plus 9, that is equal to 16. Afterwards, let us subtract the square root from both sides. So it means square root of the quantity x plus 3 square, it is equal to positive negative the square root of 16. Cancel 2 and then the radical sign. That becomes x plus 3. It is equal to positive negative square root of 16. That is equal to 4. X, copy positive negative 4. Positive 3 going to the right side. That becomes negative 3. So let us try to solve now the value of x. Let us equate the linear expression to each of the two values. The first value, that is equal to positive 4 minus 3. And then the next one, that is negative 4 minus 3. Let us solve now. 4 minus 3, that is equal to 1. And then another x. Negative 4 minus 3, that is equal to negative 7. So the solutions are positive 1 and negative 7. In example number 3, x squared minus 4x minus 8 equals 0. Let us place the constant term on the right side of the equation. So it means x squared bring down, negative 4x bring down equals positive 8. Step 2, make this equation a perfect square trinomial. So it means what could be the number to be added on both sides? So the value of b, that is negative 4. So it means negative 4 divided by 2, that is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2, that is equal to positive 4. So to make it a perfect square trinomial, that is positive 4, should be added on the right side, that is positive 4. Let us factor now the perfect square trinomial. Square root of x squared, it is equal to x. Copy the sign of b, negative. Square root of 4, that is equal to 2. 8 plus 4, that is equal to 12. Afterwards, let us subtract the square root from both sides. So it means the square root of the quantity x minus 2 square, it is equal to positive negative the square root of 12. So 12, it is not perfect. So it means let us get the factor of 12 having the perfect square. So the factor of 12 having the perfect square, that is equal to 4 times 3. So let us continue. Cancel 2 and then the radical sign. So it means that becomes x minus 2. It is equal to positive negative the square root of 4 exact, that is equal to 2, and then copy the square root of 3. So let us solve for x. X, that is equal to negative 2 going to the right side, that becomes positive 2, and then positive negative 2 square root of 3. In step 5, equate the linear expression to each of the two values. So the two values are 2 plus 2 square root of 3, and then the second one, that is 2 minus 2 square root of 3. If we try to solve the first one, we cannot combine because we have the square root of 3 and this one is whole number. So the solutions are 2 plus 2 square root of 3, and then the second one, 2 minus 2 square root of 3. How about example number 4? X squared minus 7x plus 12 equals 0. We need to place the constant term on the right side of the equation. So that becomes bring down x squared, bring down negative 7x. It is equal to positive 12. That becomes negative 12. Step 2, make a perfect square trinomial in this equation. So it means x squared minus 7x plus the blank, it is equal to negative 12 plus the blank. So we need to get the value of b. So the value of b, that is equal to negative 7 divided by 2. Negative 7 cannot be divided by 2. So let us multiply numerator and then denominator. Negative 7 times negative 7 is positive 49. 2 times 2, that is equal to 4. So the number to be added on both sides, that is equal to 49 over 4. So step 3, factor the perfect square trinomial. So let us factor. Square root of x squared, so that is equal to x. Copy the sign of b, that is equal to negative. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 4, that is equal to 2, and then square. Negative 12 times 4 to make it the same denominator, so that becomes negative 12 times 4, that is negative 48 over 4. As you can see, we can add now because we have the same denominator. Negative 48 plus 49, that is equal to 1, and then copy the same denominator. And then afterwards, let us extract the square root from both sides. So that becomes square root of the quantity x minus 7 over 2 squared. It is equal to positive negative the square root of 1 over 4. So cancel 2 and then the radical sign. So that becomes x minus 7 over 2. It is equal to positive negative square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4, that is equal to 2. So let us try to solve for the value of x. So negative 7 over 2, place to the right side, that becomes positive 7 over 2, and then copy positive negative 1 half. And then let us equate the linear expression to each of the two values. So the first value, that is 7 over 2 plus 1 half, and the second values, that is 7 over 2 minus 1 half. So let us try to solve. We have the same denominator, so it means 7 plus 1 is 8. Copy the same denominator, that is equal to 2. 8 divided by 2, so x, that is equal to 4. Second one, 7 minus 1, that is equal to 6. Copy the same denominator, that is equal to 2. 6 divided by 2, that is equal to 3. So the solutions are 4 and positive 3. In the given, 2x squared minus 5x equals 3. In step 1, we need to place the constant term on the right side of the equation. 3 is on the right side of the equation. Step 2, make this equation a perfect square trinomial. But then, we need to divide both sides by 2. So that could be the value of a. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So 1x squared or x squared only. Negative 5 divided by 2 cannot be divided. So copy equals 3 over 2. So right now, we can add now the number to be added to make this equation a perfect square trinomial. So the value of b, that is equal to negative 5 over 2 divided by 2 and then square. Copy the numerator, that is negative 5 over 2. Multiply it with the reciprocal of the denominator, that is 1 over 2. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. 2 times 2, that is equal to 4. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. And then 4 times 4, that is equal to 16. So the number to be added, that is equal to 25 over 16. So let us factor now this equation, that is perfect square trinomial. Square root of x squared is x. Copy the sign of b, that is negative. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 16, that is equal to 4, and then square. And then afterwards, 3 over 2 plus 25 over 16 cannot be added because we have different denominator. So first, we need to divide 16 divided by 2. So that is equal to 8. And then 8 times 3, that is equal to 24 over 16. So right now, we have the same denominator. So 24 plus 25, that is equal to 49, and then copy the same denominator. In a step 4, let us subtract the square root from both sides. So that becomes the square root of the quantity x minus 5 over 4 squared. It is equal to positive negative square root of 49 over 16. Cancel 2 and then the radical sign. So bring down x minus 5 over 4. It is equal to the square root of 49, that is equal to 7, and the square root of 16, that is equal to 4. So let us solve now the value of x. So negative 5 over 4, going to the right side, we need to change the sign. So that becomes positive 5 over 4. So bring down positive negative 7 over 4. So in a step 5, equate the linear expression to each of the two values. So positive and negative. So that becomes 5 over 4 plus 7 over 4. And then the second one, 5 over 4 minus 7 over 4. Let us try to solve now. 5 plus 7, that is equal to 12. And then copy the same denominator. 12 divided by 4, that is equal to 3. The second one, subtract 5 minus 7, that is equal to negative 2 over 4. Let us get the lowest term of negative 2 over 4. So, negative 2 divided by 2, that is equal to negative 1. 4 divided by 2, that is equal to 2. So, the value of x, that is equal to negative 1 over 2. So, the solutions are 3 and then negative 1 over 2. Instructions. Solve the value of x using completing the square. Provide your answers in the comment section. Enjoy learning mathematics. I'm Teresa Tubal. Thank you so much.